Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
So, could you briefly introduce yourself?
I'm James Scicluna. I'm co-managing partner of WH Partners, which is a law firm headquartered out of Malta, but we practice internationally, especially in the area of gaming and gambling.
So, how do you look back at your career?
Oh well, it's been extremely interesting. It probably, surprised me in the sense that I don't think I set out at the beginning of my career to end up where I am now, but it's been hugely interesting. We've been able to, grow a firm and a practice which is thankfully very successful and very busy. And I think we've also played a part in helping the gambling industry to develop, certainly in Malta, and probably also to our contribution to our work internationally a little bit beyond that.
Okay, so why did you decide to take the invitation and become a speaker?
I've been invited to speak here for a number of years, and I enjoy attending this conference because it's good quality speakers and delegates. It's also a good opportunity to meet with people from this part of Europe. This conference tends to attract people from Central and Eastern Europe, which often don't travel to a lot of the other conferences around Europe. And some of them go to the big ones in London and in Malta. But I do feel that here we also get the opportunity to spend some time with people whose business is maybe more centralized or more focused here. And I think that's very important when you're in our sector, to just get out there and speak to people.
So, can you give us an overview of your conference session?
I'm doing a panel on mergers and acquisitions in the gambling industry tomorrow morning. We're going to be talking about the current situation in terms of deals going on and how the market is shaping up in terms of consolidation. But then we're going to focus actually on the process of M&A, specifically focused on what issues are very relevant in the gambling industry. And there's a couple of lawyers on the panel with me who have experience in this, Nicholas Aquilina and Eva Lehman, who's a colleague of mine from WH Partners. So I think we'll have a good discussion.
Why do you think it is an important topic to discuss?
Because it's very relevant. In the life of a business, there's going to be a point in time when the prospect of selling arises, or perhaps the prospect of buying other businesses. Now, whether that happens through a share sale or a business sale, or perhaps the prospect of merging with another company, this is a reality which every business that is growing at some point faces.
So, we are also curious to know about your feelings regarding the event. What is your favorite thing of this edition up to now?
I really like the new setup. I think it looks much better. I like the sort of dining table arrangement and the way the whole backdrop has changed. I think the event is even better attended this year than it was certainly in the last couple of years. And it looks like it's grown up.
If you could change anything in the present state of the global gambling industry, what would it be?
I think it would be good to have some more harmonization, some harmonization, because currently there isn't really any, in terms of social responsibility, especially in terms of player protection standards and technical standards, because it is very frustrating and sometimes and counterproductive to have to go to markets which are in fact neighboring, with people who have exactly the same needs and have to apply a completely different set of technical standards, and often also have to apply some different responsible gambling measures. I think it's quite clear, certainly across geographic markets which are larger than nation states, that consumer needs and risks posed to consumers are quite similar. So it would be very useful really to have some harmonization of standards.
So may we say that this event is a must attend for those who are engaged in the gambling and entertainment industry?
I think it is for anybody who is engaged in this industry and has an interest in this region. I think it is.
Okay, and my last question for you is, if you could give one advice for the upcoming speakers, what would it be?
Well, I don't think the speakers need any of my advice, to be honest. They're all very experienced, but I find it's always helpful to have an active discussion going.